Det finnes ikke noe gøyere enn å se amerikanere få sjokk av våre norske, nydelige og deilige butikker, og det skal vi i dag. Men ikke bare en amerikaner. Det er en amerikaner som reagerer på en familie med amerikanere som handler på Rema 1000. Blir det bedre?
Americans go shopping in Norway at a supermarket. Okay, I love doing these videos, and you guys seem to like them a lot too. We have a lot of countries to get through. We're going to do every single country inside of Europe. But we've done Finland, we have done Spain, we've done Romania, and we are on Norway now. Really curious to see what the Norway supermarket looks like. I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to the Finnish one.
Supermarket? Og det virker som at det var Rema 1000 de skulle inn på. A supermarket is a large Okay, så basically... Ja, ok. Rema 1000 er et supermarked. Hvorfor kaller de det ikke for et supermarked her da? Det gjør meg litt krenka.
Nonetheless, smash the like button and let's just get straight into the video.
What's up, guys? We're about to go into Rema 1000 and...
We're about to go into Rema 1000? Det mener det ikke. Hun mener ikke det. Rema 1... Ok. Rema... Det er den sykeste måten. Rema 1000 skal jeg begynne å kalle det.
And go grocery shopping here in Norway. This isn't our first time going grocery shopping. We've went to a couple different supermarkets throughout our trip, but it is the...
Right off the bat, it looks way different than the other ones we saw.
Hæ? Bare fordi det er blå dører?
It seems smaller, but I'm seeing inside. Maybe it is bigger.
First time that we've really dove in. We're really excited to take you guys with us because from the little experience that we've had going into the supermarkets, it is really fun and it's quite different than our experience in the States and where we live currently
de kan
in
ikke
Germany.
pante ting, de.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
I love these little carts. We have these in one of the little supermarkets around the corner from my home. My kids have a blast with them. Kudos to the supermarket for actually doing this. You know, is it needed? No. Is it fun and great experience for the kids? Yes, absolutely.
Er det en forferdelig opplevelse for oss voksne? Ja. Til dere som har barn vet dere at det der å gi ungen en sånn handlevogn, det er 50-50. Enten kommer de til å kjøre drive-by eller overkjøre folk, eller så kommer de til å kjøre rett i hyller med varer så det handler overalt, eller så kommer de til å hive godteri og dritt de vil ha oppi den vogna, så kommer de til å hylskrike om du tar det vekk. Eller det kan være dritkoselig at de tar alle varene du skal ha oppi der. Det er aldri noe midt imellom der.
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of this.
So the current exchange rate from a Norwegian kroner to US dollar is about 10 kroner per dollar. So it's really easy to just move the decimal point for the sake of being easier math. So these cherries, I know that cherries are in season right now. And this little bucket is 100 kroner for this. It's probably about 1 kilo. But that's pretty pricey.
Ja, det er dyrt.
That's a little bit, yeah. Hold on, really quick, we have to look. When was this recorded or uploaded? 2 years ago. Okay, because I don't know, you know, my Norway friends, have you guys experienced a lot of inflation? Like as much as we have here in the States?
Blåbæra koster 100 kroner.
England? Yes, Norway is experiencing inflation with the annual inflation rate reaching 3.6% in September of 2025, which is higher than its 2% target. I love this too when they say it's like 3.6 and it's usually more than that. I mean, that's how I feel when they tell us, oh, inflation's up like 4%. And I'm like, it feels like, why did everything go up 20% then? All right, let's keep going.
Enig. Hei, vannmelon! Den babyen der stirrer deg langt inn I sjela.
No, honestly, pineapple is the most exotic fruit that I've seen right now. Some melons, maybe? Like maybe this other melon.
Hva skal vi med eksotisk frukt?
Let's see the price. I don't know if cheap fits in the definition.
32 kroner for that little one.
Maybe we can get some.
Driver de og roast oss?
It looks like a lot of the fruit.
Definitely not cheap for that small amount of tomatoes, but also not too crazy.
Det dritgode tomater da.
Other parts of Europe.
Do you want to eat some?
Yes.
It looks like a lot of the fruits here are from like other parts of Europe or even some parts of Africa and South America. But there are a lot of produce that is here local from Norway. Like I've been seeing the cucumbers. I believe that some of the tomatoes.
Agurkene fra Norge?
Well,
one thing I find that's kind of interesting.
Hvem det som har agurkgård?
The red peppers here are much cheaper than the green yellow, orange. And in the States, it's actually different. Like the green bell peppers always seem to be cheapest. In Germany, we actually buy like a pack that's like red, green, and yellow, and that's the cheapest. But here you buy them individually, and not only that, but they are individually wrapped, which I find kind of interesting. Oh, that one's kind of moldy.
That's crazy. Mugg. Er det crazy?
Whoa.
Det der er ikke crazy, for i Amerika så selger de AK-47 bak disken. Det er samme vits jeg drar hver gang I dette.
So right behind me here we have some of the other fresh produce. A lot of this is from Norway, and one thing that we do notice is that potatoes are a large staple here, at least in the grocery stores. It seems like it. In other places, we've actually seen big bags of like potato flakes, which is kind of cool to see for like mashed potatoes.
So it reminds me of Aldi. You know?
Why did we choose Rema 1000? Well, the reason we chose this one is because it's one of the cheapest supermarkets here in Norway, and it's one that's frequented by a lot of Norwegians. In fact, it seems like everywhere we've traveled to here in Norway, we're like seeing these. They're all over. One interesting thing just about Norway in general is that we read that there's a lot of competition for groceries here in Norway, and that the number of grocery stores per capita is usually a lot higher here in this country than what most people are used to. So we had a local kind of give us a list.
På en parkeringsplass, ok, det kan jeg faktisk si. Jeg skal si det på engelsk, så dere skjønner. In one parking place, you usually see 3 or 4 different grocery stores. So you have Menu, you have Kiwi, you have Rema 1000, and then you have maybe Coop Extra, and you can walk between all of them.
From cheapest to most affordable supermarkets, and in this person's opinion, it was Boonpri, and then Kiwi, and then Rema 1000.
Boonpri?
Supermarkets, and in this person's opinion, it was Boonpri.
Boonpri. Regner med det bunnpris.
And then Kiwi, and then Rema 1000. After that, Rema 2000, and then Co-op. That's kind of like
Rema 2000. Det her må være en prank.
And then Rema 1000. After that, Rema 2000.
Nei, det nekter jeg. Det finnes ikke noe Rema 2000. Det finnes ikke Rema 2000. Nei, vent. Danskene har oppgradert. Rema 2000 er det I Danmark. Nei, det her nekter jeg å tro. Så er endelig Rema 2000. Rema 1000. Rema 1000. Hvordan man laver et Rema 2000-skilt med A4-papir. Faen, det var godt at noen fant det.
And then Co-op. That's kind of like least expensive to most expensive. Online, however, it said that Rema 1000, Co-op Extra, and Kiwi are considered to be low-price supermarkets. So, again, we're talking about one of the cheaper supermarkets.
It would also, I would assume it's, you know, it's a supermarket that the average person is using. So, that's kind of cool.
We made it to the fish section. This is where the fun really happens in a Norwegian grocery store. I have no idea what fish pudding is and what this other thing is, but it's so interesting. It's so fun for us to just like walk around in this freezer fish section and just realize there's so many products that we've never even heard of and want to try them all. We don't have a freezer, so we're kind of limited, but it would be fun to try some of these. We did have shrimp one.
You can just like put them outside in the snow, right? You just like, if you don't have a freezer, you just like have a little box outside that you set your stuff in, right? I bet people actually do that though. Let me know if you guys have done that before.
It was for sure the best meal of the trip
so
far.
Gjør det på Sørlandet,
faktisk. Our little van kitchen, fish cakes, salmon burgers, a whole bunch of things in these jars that I don't even know what.
Det bare syke folk og gamle mennesker som spiser de glassene der med gaffel. Sennepsild og skutesild. Aner du hvor forbannet det blitt om jeg kom I en bursdag og de hadde skutesild på bordet?
Exactly, they are. It's really fun. Looks so good.
It does look good. It's only $5.
Yeah, that is actually seemed like a good price.
So I was just talking to the lady asking about brunost, or like the brown cheese, and it turns out that the other store, the other Rema 1000 that we were going to go to, like down in the main shopping area right by the river, it's actually all closed because of the flood, so it's a good thing we came here first.
Ja. Det er blueberry.
Another interesting thing is that
var det blanda? Ja, det bringebær og blåbærsyltet. Oi.
Another interesting thing is that Norway does not have a Lidl or an Aldi. So
Lidl?
Coming from Germany, we see those all over. Those are kind of like the main supermarkets. We do love a good Edeka though. That's kind of our main one. However, in Norway, They don't have them here. It says that they used to have a Lidl in the years in like 2004 to 2008, and they opened up like 50 stores all across Norway, but did not manage to get more than like 1 to 2% of the market share. And so clearly Norwegians didn't really want to be shopping there, and they've ended up closing them all. So kind of interesting. Rema 1000 actually bought all of those Lidl stores in 2008. So now maybe that's why there's more Rema 1000s. I don't know.
So I asked one of the ladies here which brown cheese I should get, because there were quite a few options and some big blocks. This is one. It's not too much, about 150 grams, and it's commonly eaten as a
Det fløtemysost er ikke det samme.
snack.
Er det samme som brunost? Jeg har alltid lurt på det. Jeg har puttet det på toast, og det funker ikke.
What we've read online is that it's made from like milk byproducts of whey. Yep, it's brown. Yep. And the lady told me that she didn't eat it all that often, but we're gonna give it a try anyway because we heard it's very popular.
Huh. What is that?
Det er ikke ledd,
I'm
hva?
really sure my Norwegian is not the
Det er kjøttdeig.
top language that I've been studying.
It does look like some type of organ meat of some kind.
Nei,
You
det er
can tell by
kjøttdeig.
like just the color of it.
So chicken here per kilogram is 187 Norwegian krone. So like $18 for 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 chicken fillets. Kind of pricey.
It's kind of up there for chicken. Chicken by far is the cheapest meat for us. Actually, no,
What?
it's pork. Pork is the cheapest, and then probably chicken right after.
Tanner.
I know, I saw they had little schnitzel here.
Snitsel?
I have no idea how much. 34 kroner for 2
Ja,
little
det er ikke
schnitzels.
ille.
Like almost any supermarket, you have like a discount brand. Sounds like these ones here are called like First Price, Extra, or Prima. These are kind of those discount brands, and that almost all of the stores in Norway are going to carry that. Look for those prices as well if you're trying to keep your trip to Norway fairly cheap and
for dem er
affordable.
dyre.
This is one thing that
Okay.
we've seen,
Exclusive.
and I'm guessing we'll see when we walk in the store, is that pretty much all of the grocery stores have like a discount area within the supermarket, and these are like a weekly selection of items that need to be sold, and oftentimes they're like significantly cheaper. And can I say, we actually did buy an item from this section, and it was a major fail. We got some pudding, and yeah. We'll just add that clip here briefly for you to see. Show
Pudding?
what we got.
Sjokoladepudding, og det er så godt.
Alcohol.
Det er ikke alkohol.
Chocolate milk.
Nei,
Chocolate
det er ikke
pudding.
det er sjokolade.
Piano brand.
This family's
On
adorable.
clearance, baby. Old.
Det, hva er det? Det er ikke sånn du...
And it looks interesting.
Det er sånn det skal være.
Oh gosh.
Du kan ikke klemme den ut av boksen, for å være ærlig. Du kan ikke klemme sjokoladepudding ut av en boks på den måten der.
Probably the
It does not
Du
look
skal åpne den og ta en skjær.
good.
appetizing looking ever.
Nei. Ja, ungen skjønner det.
Maybe it's just because it's old, but it's like
Nei,
it's hard to like
du
mash together. Like it just
klemte den
kind of
ut.
like
Du kan ikke blande sammen sjokoladepudding.
breaks, which is the weirdest consistency.
It's really
I'm not gonna lie, that's the worst pudding I've ever.
Oh,
Vi må sjekke amerikansk sjokoladepudding. Ja, ikke sant? Det her er ikke pudding. Det der er krem. Se på det der. Det der er ikke pudding. Det der er mousse. Sjokolademousse. Ja, jeg mener det. Du kan... Nei. Det er sånn som det her en sjokoladepudding skal nytes. Sånn. Det der. Ja.
Interesting experience, but hey, it was a good price, and it has been fun to walk through a little bit of the discount sections and see what's available for that week.
I see.
You want to see it?
Kaviar.
Does it look like toothpaste?
Det er kaviar.
It's only like $2 for that. Interesting. I always think of caviar as being quite expensive. You can try it.
Det viktig å se forskjellen på amerikanere og norske, altså, for amerikanere kan fint gå inn på matbutikk og filme seg selv og snakke høyt og sånn, mens alle som går forbi tenker sånn, hva faen? I Norge så er det ikke sånn kultur i det hele tatt at du kan gå rundt og filme deg selv uten at folk tenker, hva faen? Når jeg var ute og fisket sist, så jeg filmet meg selv når jeg fisket, så kommer det en gamle dame forbi og sier, hæ? Driver du og filmer det? Hvorfor det? Hvorfor gjør du det? Ja, vel bekomme. Det er som verste...
I don't know, this is a big...
It depends on what kind of caviar you get.
That it smells quite strong.
Caviar er godt.
I don't know if I'm going to get this big. If there was a smaller one, for sure.
Men du kan bare ha den lenge.
I want to try it. That's weird. Is that like normal caviar?
Yeah.
It's in a tube. I've never seen it in a tube before. I want to try it really bad. We were going to buy
The
some.
Soup in a bag, and it seems like it's like all made. You just need to like warm it up, which is cool.
We have seen a lot of these tortilla-looking breads, but they're actually potato breads.
Det
Quite the
lumpa.
selection. We can tell it's
Potato
very popular,
bread.
and we've tried 2 different kinds. I'm probably going to get another one just
Är
to
inte det
try to see
vanlig
how different
lumpa?
they are. Yeah, you can definitely tell that there
La
are some
lumpa.
different
They look good.
thickness, like these down here, a little thicker. Compared to these, are like a little bit more of like a Mexican-style tortilla that like we're used to seeing
That's a
in the
tortilla.
States.
I've also noticed that they have a lot of these pita breads. Some are in the freezer,
Hey.
some are above. That's our tip. But
Det är
kind of fun.
polarbröd,
They're
inte
definitely
pitabröd.
like a fun consistency they look like, and a
Ja,
cold as
se, det er sånn unger gjør med handlevogner, det er livsfarlig.
That's the one we got.
Rægen er
Something I got
tomme.
last time. Hot commodity, all gone. But I still think we're gonna grab some shrimp.
Skinkost.
What the heck? What
Det
was
var
that?
ham
I still think we're
cheese.
gonna grab some shrimp.
Ham cheese.
What is that?
Ost.
This friend looks so good. What is that?
Yogurt.
Yeah,
Ja,
yogurt.
det stemmer.
Look, you can buy some yogurt in a bag. They really like their bags.
Hey.
So we meet again. We just tried last night our other fish, mackerel, herring, and sardine. I'm excited to go back here today, get the ones that I like, avoid the ones that I don't like. And I actually really liked the mackerel and tomato sauce when we were here last time, so we'll be getting some of these.
And then look how cute
Tomato
these are.
sauce.
Du got det. Du må ikke kjøpe de små. Du må ikke kjøpe de, du må kjøpe de store. De der
Like a
koster
little
20 kroner.
toothpaste of Nutella and jam.
Nutella er det ikke, men det er greit.
Cat food.
Oh.
We
det
have
var
a
katt.
pretty large Mexican section, actually. When we went to Switzerland, it was like
Norwegians absolutely love their tacos. I
Ja.
got absolutely crushed in the comment section of
Norsk
some of my
taco
shorts
den
when I
beste
was
tacoen.
joking around about Norwegians having Taco Friday. All in fun,
Ja.
though. It was good.
very, very small. And even in Germany, it is not this large. At least the supermarkets
Se på det
where we
der, da.
live.
Vi kan faen meg lage taco.
Yeah, kind of fun to see. I wish I had like
It
a
all looks like
Norwegian
El
bestie
Paso.
so she could tell me what kind of hazelnut cream I should get, because they do have Nutella here, which, I mean, can you really top Nutella? I don't know.
Ja.
We have tried the white and
Never had it.
milk chocolate mixture that our German friends loved, and they prefer it over Nutella, but we personally don't. But they have a lot of fun options here.
Look at this chocolate.
I know. That
Det er sjokolade, den er klissete, men den er god. Se, der har du Nougattien. Hvor er Nugatti Crispo?
says it's original.
I will say that so far, this grocery store looks way different than what I was expecting, and not in like a bad way. It does seem like it's just a lot of Norwegian products.
Ja, for det er norsk butikk.
You know, we still got quite a bit to go, but it's definitely kind of like a culture shock seeing this. I've never seen a supermarket like this before.
Is
Hva?
a popular
Hva er det
item
som er
for
rart
us
med
back in
det?
the States, but other than that, like all of the other creams here are made in Norway. From like the dairy products, the seafood, the shelf-stable items, I'm surprised how much is made and from Norway, not
Yeah.
other countries. Even like
That's good,
Sweden
though.
or Denmark. Kind of surprised by that. It's actually impressive coming from the States where I feel like everything is imported. I know that's an exaggeration. Tanner's like, stop
Nah.
saying that's an exaggeration, but I feel like there's a lot that's imported in the States within the supermarkets, and so
Ja.
Yeah.
I'm always impressed every time we go to a
Enig.
European country of how much
Norge er
like, is
best
made
på det
within
området
that
der.
country. And
Ikke
something
dra til
that's really
Sverige.
important to talk about when we compare prices or look at prices for grocery items is the average wage of Norwegians because it's going to seem like things are very expensive. In my opinion, I think they are. But what are Norwegians making? Because that really can put into perspective if it's really expensive to them or not. So I did a quick Google search and the average wage in Norway for the first quarter of 2023, so fairly recent this year, actually increased to 54,000 Norwegian kroner. If we change that to US dollar, it's about 5,355 US dollars per month. So that's per month.
That's definitely way higher than the average here.
So keep that in mind with all of this, is that Norwegians are making quite a bit compared to other people in the world.
Men vi lever jo på samme måte siden det er så dyrt. Det er alt for dyrt for seg. Si det til brødrene mine på Brugata.
That's like in a squeeze one, but that's a really fun concept.
So we're here in the jam jelly section, and Marissa was very convinced that she needed to buy a bottle of cloudberry when we were at the last store. And so she did. She bought one, and it was quite a big jar, and she tried it because she'd heard it's a very, they only grow up here, and so she wanted to get some. And she was kind of let down by the expectations. She thought it was going to be a really nice jam, but it doesn't quite meet up with her favorites like raspberry and strawberry. So you see some that they have one here. They have a lot of other fruit jams, apple, pear, raspberry, strawberry, blueberry. But, yeah, the flavor was, I guess, different.
We had to take a little bathroom break, and the cool thing is that here you can just leave without having to like find a way to like go around the barrier or like walk behind someone else or checking out. Because in Germany and in France, I think they had like the little gates for the aisles that weren't.
Ja, men det har vi mange plasser I Norge.
And always it's like hard to leave if you have to go to the bathroom, take your kid, go to the car, whatever. Hi. But here, it's just like in the States where you can just walk through in and out, which is kind of nice. They're like the breads, except I think they're stuffed, but these ones are definitely thicker.
Safari. Kjøp Didlo.
You know me, can't go down the cookie candy aisle without maybe tasting something. This one looks like it's maybe like a frosting or like some sort of cream inside. I'm kind of salivating, I'm getting hungry. I'm not gonna get these, but I'm gonna get some food. Looks like for about 12 of them, the cheapest is 42, so $4.30 a dozen. So we stayed.
That's a good price on eggs. That's really good.
I can't even remember the name of the small store that we went into, but it still had a gummy dispenser thing, and I remember being surprised by that because the bread options were like very limited and everything was quite limited, but there was an option to just get bulk gummies, so kind of funny. It seems like they're in all the stores here and the Norwegians must love them, or at least their kids must, right? So, as I was saying, there's not a lot of products that we see in Germany that we see here.
Det ryktes at det er det beste smågodtet der ute. Rema 1000 smågodtet. Det er I hvert fall det damer sier. Jeg vet ikke. Jeg synes Kiwi-godteri også er godt det.
Other than I found these, and I'm like,
graham crackers.
Why these?
Paprika flavored graham crackers.
Paprika?
Bear? I've never seen paprika flavor.
Nei, det er det amerikanere sier.
These, and I think they taste like cardboard, personally. So it's kind of funny that they have these here. But it was fun looking at the chip section here. They have French fry chips, and I've never seen that before.
Yeah, French fries.
And there's a big selection of Kim's, like a Kim's brand chips, and they do look really fun to try. There's like a ton of different variations. They're like the ruffled kind of chip, so Kim's kind of dominates the chip section.
Yeah. So Noah and I made our way back to the potato chip section, and I decided on these Parmesan ones from Hey,
Parmesan really Tenker.
They do.
Say hi.
Hi. Go, gaga.
And they sounded really good.
And where's my Norwegian bestie? Because we've tried one of these and it was actually really good. It was definitely a smash. But there's like so many different variations. Like you buy it in candy bar form, individual, like these kind of remind me of like a bugle, like a cone shaped one, or a candy bar. I'm
always so surprised at when you guys have the American candies. You always have such unique flavors for things. Like, what is this, Twix Extra? Or like I've never seen a Twix bar like that before.
What
else
Hvordan ser det ut I Amerika
Lion, obviously Snickers.
I Amerika så ser Twixen, ja, det jo akkurat samme som dere har I Amerika. Det akkurat det samme som vi har. Bruren min.
Thick one. I don't know which one's better. This one was good. Is it better? Is this one better? So right now I'm not seeing like the individual one. They always have
så filmer de random Kikkoman-hyller.
It's like a really good Kit Kat, like better. The chocolate in it's like much.
It's like a really good Kit Kat. Hvorfor skal folk sammenligne den med Kit Kat? Det har ingenting med Kit Kat å gjøre.
A Kit Kat that we tried in the States.
I bet.
Just finished up getting some shrimp before we leave. This will be nice for dinner. We found a very nice playground and park.
Very nice.
Not very far away from the
Graffiti.
store, so it's actually been really nice. A very short drive Willow wants to add, and it's been really nice because it was raining a lot earlier. Willow would like to show you her little gummy candy that you got.
Se der, så heldig.
But we wanted to showcase this is what the brown cheese looks like. It smells a little bit different than like a normal cheese would. I've also read that it can be a little dry and gummy. Maybe that's not quite the right term, but a little dry compared to
Du må jo
normal,
ha det på noe med smør.
Caramel cheese is exactly what this tastes like. You have a lot of that creaminess.
Caramel
cheese. But it's even more creamy. I'm actually not that turned away from it. Very unique thing. Glad that we tried it though. Having some of the cloudberry jam. Honestly, I think I
Molto, ja.
masked it enough with the butter. Yeah, it's not as strong as when I was eating it plain, so I think it kind of like mellows out the flavor, and I kind of like it.
Japp, og den god.
It's like 2-piece, so this is a king size. It says
Jap.
it is from Norway. This is from the Fria brand, and you see this chocolate all over. I feel like this is the main chocolate in Norway. Most of the times, the chocolate bars, right there, are in yellow, and I did get one of those. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited, so.
Ja.
It's like a Three Musketeer.
Ugh.
I was gonna say, is it like full of like nugget?
I don't really love Three Musketeers. There's
Golden
some caramel
nuggets.
flavor in here.
Åh.
That looks really good.
Og for klippe han der. Klikket det for han. Se på han der. Han klippet det.
That looks really good.
Det klikket for han. Så måtte han bare skjerpe seg.
Marshmallowy, not a huge fan, but that's just because of preference. If you like Three Musketeers, you'd probably like this one better because there is some caramel up at the top. So before I said caramel, but I couldn't like taste it on my first bite, but now it's like clearly and evidently there. So that's kind of fun, and I think elevates it compared to a Three Musketeer. The chocolate is better, I have to say that too.
Well,
like chocolate is better in Europe than it is in the States.
I'm really hoping somebody sends me some chocolate. By the way, guys, I do have a mailing address. You can send chocolate to me if you would like to. I can do like a little taste test. I want to make some food videos, so hopefully I can get something that I can try out, and yeah, it'd be really fun.
This has been a really fun experience here in Norway. We didn't mention it at the first of the video, but we're here in Lillehammer, which is a resort town, like ski resort town, that the Olympics were held here in 1994, and more recently in 2016, the Youth Olympics were held here. It's a fun little place to stop by, and we're excited that we're able to come and see here and get a little bit of good weather.
All right, I am very surprised. I'm a little taken back. I wish I could have got to see a little bit more of inside, especially like the meat section, because I feel like it was just all fish. Like they got shrimp, we saw a little bit of the fish and a little bit of chicken, but I'm kind of curious what other type of meats are in there. So I'm just gonna have to go to a Norway supermarket myself.
Ja, det må du, og du kommer til å få sjokk. Og det der dere fant i sted, det var ikke lever, det var kjøttdeig. I Amerika ser kjøttdeig ut som oppskutt AK-47-ammo. Men sånn er det vel.